Hello and welcome. As promised, deck profiles are back. Yay! If you like this video, like, comment, or subscribe. And let's get into it. So, now that I've taken a break away from this, got some free time to really fall back in love with Duel Links, because I don't feel like a job anymore. I'm back in love with this game. And I'm on a Chaz Princeton run right now because both of the decks I have ready, but I'm only going to be doing one today, are on Chaz Princeton. All right, let's get to it. This one I will deem the Ojama Dragon deck or the Ojama Fusion. Just Ojama Fusion. It depends. So what we have here is, let's start with the skill. We got Land of Ojamas. We have this card in the deck, but it's good to have it at the beginning of the duel as well. Then we got Chamber Dragon Maid. This is a little hint at what the next deck is going to be. I'm going to post that one after tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, because tomorrow is Puzzles and Dragons Day. Elemental Hero Blazeman. Obviously, we always want to throw him in there when we have a fusion deck when it comes to me. For some reason. We have one Ojama Blue. We have 3 Gateway Dragons. We have 3 DMZ Dragon. We have 3 Ojama Blacks. 3 Ojama Greens. And 3 Ojama Yellows. Then we got 2 Polymerization. 1 Dragon Maid Changeover. 1 Refusion. 1 Fusion Recovery. 2 Ojama Country to recover in case that the one we get from this skill is destroyed. Ojama Muscle, if you can pull off Ojama King, which you can very easily with this deck. And then Dimensional Prison. We only have 1 defensive card because, to me, I feel like we don't need too many. So with this deck, we have Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, Borlo Furious Dragon, Beast Eyes Pendulum Dragon, which is the card that sparked the idea of this deck, Elemental Hero The Shining, and then Ojama King, House Dragon Maid. I still don't have a dragon version of her because I do not want to spend any more gems on that box. And plus, she's worked just fine for the decks I make. I make mixed decks, so I don't need both of them. And then we have the Dark. We have this one, Elemental Hero. I cannot pronounce that name properly, Mike. I am not going to screw that up. And we have 2 Ojama Knights. Awesome. All right. Now, let's get to the replays. You'll see there's like 10 of them, the max, because I already recorded for the next videos as well. Because I got 2 more videos coming out for you guys. I'm still got the 3rd one is still in the works. But hopefully I can get more examples for it. Like I said, the next one is another deck profile for this game. Let's get to these replays though. that was the video. So, in summary, this deck is all about locking down, weakening, and destroying your opponents. But as you can see with that last fight, it does not work well against decks that deal consistent effect damage. But if you can lock down early and stop them from playing the game and then beat them down with attack points, that's the sweet spot with this deck. 10 out of 10 for that alone. But I'll drop it down to like 8 or 9 out of 10 because it only has like 80% win rate. Based on who's handling it, by the way. You have to know how to use Ojamas. But with that being said, I hope you liked the video. And I wish you all to have a nice day. Peace.